Hello and welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I'm Dr. Tommy Voris, commonly referred to as the Anti-Diet Doctor, and I'm the author of the #1 international best-selling women's weight loss book, 5 Evolutions for Sustainable Weight Loss, which guides you through a specific process to evolve your mind to transform your body forever. And the question for today's video is, what's love got to do with it? With your weight loss, that is. Hello and welcome back, and I'm glad that you're here. And just a little bit behind the scenes, right? I had big plans to open back up here with Tina Turner's classic song, What's Love Got to Do With It? I wanted that song to be playing in the background because hearing that song on the radio yesterday inspired this whole video, but I've just been informed by let's call him a negative Nelly by the name of Aram, who's on camera right now, that somehow even playing 10 seconds of somebody else's song is a copyright violation, no. So my apologies. The song, Tina Turner's song, did inspire this video, just so that you know. So with that being said, let's move forward, right, without the song. So what does love got to do with it? Specifically, what does love got to do with your weight loss? Because it turns out a lot. You see, if you're not that familiar with me, right, at first glance, you may be tempted to think that my programs, my book, that they're all about changing or shifting the relationship, right? Your relationship with desserts, your relationship with fats or maybe sugars, or just your relationship with certain foods in general, and that's true. However, let me be crystal clear. The primary focus, the foundation of all of my programs are about shifting, or what I call evolving, your relationship with yourself. And the catalyst for this is love, because it's love that's going to get you the transformation which I know you're looking for. This concept is so critically important that that's why I've symbolized it within our logo. If you look at our logo, right, you'll see a butterfly right in the center. Can you see it? Why a butterfly? Because the butterfly represents transformation, right? The amazing transformation from caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. And as you can see, the butterfly, which remember represents transformation, it's encased, it's surrounded by a heart. Why? Because the heart signifies love, and it surrounds the butterfly. It surrounds the transformation because love is the pathway. Love is the bridge. You see, transformation, your evolution only takes place when there's love. And listen, I get it. This may sound a bit woo-woo, right? It might sound a little Californian. And yes, I basically, or most of the year, I live in California, although you could tell that we're certainly not in California right now. But listen, I'm originally from New Jersey, so I can understand your hesitation. I can understand your possible resistance. But please stay with me, because I'm telling you right now, one of the most important things for you, right, for your transformation is love. Love for others, and most importantly, by far, love for yourself. Self-love. Love and true acceptance of yourself. And I gotta tell you, back when I was overweight, right, back when I was heavy, this is what I was lacking. I was lacking the self-love. I was beating myself up over and over and over again. So what did I do? I didn't have the self-love, and I projected this lack of self-love onto others. So I would have, back then I would have, and I would hold on to resentment towards others. I would be judgmental towards others because I was so judgmental towards myself. And I'd be smiling on the outside to mask my discomfort. my discomfort primarily with myself. And once I began to understand, right, to understand this premise, to understand what we're talking about today in this video, this premise of love towards others and towards yourself, once I became very intentional about working on this, right, working on myself in this area, everything, and I mean everything in my life began to change. And the same is true for my wife Pamela. And I don't know if you know my story or our story or not. My wife and I physically, we lost over 100 pounds, and we've kept it off for over a decade now. But much more importantly, we lost the weight of judgmental behavior. We lost the weight of jealousy towards others. And probably most important, we lost the weight of resentments. And we did this, right? We did this as we began to move forward towards self-love. So you're probably wondering how, right? How did we do this? But more importantly, how can you do this? It begins with forgiveness. I first had to forgive everyone, right? I had to forgive everyone, from my parents who did the best they could with what they knew at the time, to the school bullies growing up, and yeah, I had them too, right? Maybe your siblings, maybe your spouse, your co-workers, a business partner who may have taken advantage of you. I had to, and you're gonna have to, forgive everyone in your life, past and present. Why? Because as strange as this sounds, this is the path. This is the way to forgiving the most important person in your life, yourself. Because without self-forgiveness, you won't have true and total self-love. So take the time and make a list of anyone and everyone who did you wrong, and you still feel. You got to still feel something, right? It still has to bother you on some level. Make a list of everyone who did you something wrong, did something wrong to you, and it still bothers you. And begin to forgive these people. Truly, with all your heart, forgive these people of your life, and watch and see how the most amazing thing will happen. Automatically, you will begin to forgive yourself. So what does love got to do with weight loss? A lot. But I want to hear your thoughts, right? I want to hear from you. So if you have a question, I certainly want to hear your comments. Place your comments below, and we will be continuing this conversation specifically in the area of resentments, judgments or judgmental behavior, and jealousy within future videos. Also very important, if you could probably tell, right? I have to keep these videos, or I'm purposely keeping these videos as short as possible. If you're ready and you want to take this conversation deeper, right? And if you want to be invited to my next free online live training, be sure to go to antidietdoctor.com/blog and subscribe on that page, which will add you to our email notification list. This way you'll receive invitations to when I have these online trainings. My goal is to help you evolve your mind so that your mind will then transform your body forever. Until we meet again, be awesome.